What is going on? I am, of course, back in Los Angeles with my favorite hotspots, Feldmar Watch Company. Let's check it out. What is going on? Welcome back to this Hobby of Ours. I am your host, E. I am deep in the recesses of Feldmar Watch Company. Shout out to Scott, Derek, and the team, Tom, for giving me some access to Blancpain. Gosh, love me some Blancpain. I'm going to take a look at three heavy hitters. Actually, they're not that heavy. They're light. They're titanium. So super duper awesome watches. Of course, the 50 Fathoms in titanium, looking at 38, 42, 45, all in one spot, all on bracelet, two blues, and one of them in a black dial, black bezel configuration. Overjoyed to be sharing this watch with you today, these watches with you today, and absolutely cannot wait to decide which one I'm going to buy. Spoilers, it's a little still up in the air, but I think I know which one is right for me. So let's hit the deck and have a closer look at these little babies. As promised, 2026 is indeed the year of the Blancpain for me, the year of the 50 Fathoms. Overjoyed and so grateful to my friends at Feldmar Watch Company in Los Angeles for giving me the space and some quality time to hang out with was arguably one of my new favorite watches. We are looking at a power trio of titanium goodness in the 50 Fathoms line. I will say this about the 45. It's not as big, bold as you might think. It's certainly too big for me. We'll see these on wrist in a moment. But more or less, being in titanium, it's gonna be a little more wearable, but at 6.5 inches, I just can't recommend it. If you're 7.5 inches and up, by all means, this is indeed the one for you because it wears prominently, not too tall. And a little bit in the video, we'll put up the dims. Right now, I just kind of want to focus on my hands-on experience with the pieces. See if we can't get to that Goldilocks dimension. We've got, okay, all three are titanium. This is the 38 in blue, the 42 in blue, and the 45 in black. Now, my buddy JD, shout out, warned me that I would perhaps not like the 38 due to certain proportional variances. JD, I gotta tell you, I'm not seeing it. I don't see anything proportional relative to the watch that would make me not want it. Now, size-wise, because this is a very polite lug to lug, it's not going to wear very large, and I can tell right now I could certainly pull it off. It could fit me, but probably not as good as a 42 or dare I say 40. Blancpain, everyone is looking at you. I do have a couple of the Swatch Pawns, and they are also in 42. And I think the Swatch Pawn release accomplished its goal, which is to give a buyer of that watch a sense of what it's like to actually have the watch before picking out the big boy version or the, I don't want to say the real version, but the more expensive version for yourself. Getting acclimated to what it's going to feel like size-wise, how it's going to look, etc. And I think if I was looking in the most modern era, I would choose this 42 over this one, certainly. I think everyone's holding their breath to see if they're gonna do a 40. Now, funny enough, when they brought back the 50 Fathoms in the late 90s, early 2000s with the trilogy, that was in 40. And then crickets for a minute, and then they started releasing watches in steel in the 45. But then they had all those, about a half a dozen special editions in 40, so there's a bit of a puzzlement as to why Blancpain just isn't going for 40. I don't know, but the reality is titanium is my favorite metal, and they have not yet offered a 40 in titanium. I absolutely adore the metal. Some folks will say that they don't like titanium because it wears too light, they like to feel the heft on the wrist. That is not me. If I wanted to feel a heft on my wrist, platinum. I love some titanium. So we're gonna go one by onesies here. Editorial staff, put some numbers up on the board over there for the dims. Now to look at this watch, just holding it in this manner, it looks like it would fit me. You know, I tried it on the other day and I didn't think it did, but I'm gonna have to give it another shot. But 38 millimeters, again, a very, very, very polite lug to lug, and the bracelet does taper nicely. And we have that double deployant clasp, which means you're not gonna have a bulky clasp catching under a cuff. And we have the amazing movement. Look at that power reserve. Look at, look at that. Blancpain can make a watch, am I right? They can certainly make a watch. All right, let's put her on wrist. And let's see, what have you got, mate? What have you got? I'm 6.5 inches, and it doesn't look bad. Long lead, does not look bad at all, not at all. JD, I don't know what you're talking about, Bruda. JD, I think your wrist is bigger than mine. I think maybe that was the issue for you. But for me, I'm hard pressed to say yay or nay on it. You know what, let's put this down in its corner and let us have a quick, immediate peek at the 42. All right, dims, numbers up on the board. I have to say I like the look of it more, meaning when I look at it, I like it more because it's a bit larger in these old eyes of mine, right? But again, well tapering, well formed bracelet, drooping straight on down and not terribly high. And 42 is not bad at all. All right, let's get it on. Let's get it on my wrist. All right, wearing a touch bigger, obviously, and my gosh, Blancpain, what are you doing to me? It's almost as if it's just stretching credulity there for me. I kind of don't know. If I had to make a gut choice, I would pick this over the 38 because it just has a little bit more of seemingly sensible wrist presence for me. Although I do wear my Christopher Ward C60s that are about this size or a bit larger. I think they're about the same size. But I can definitely pull off the 42. Yeah, the 42. Now let's see if we can get some ASMR. You know what's funny? Whenever I do ASMR to get the bezel thing, I bring it closer to the camera. Bit of a dullard. Great bezel action on these. Blancpain can make a watch. The sunburst shine maybe isn't for everyone. I kind of like it. I don't know if they make a version that's more matte than this, but this insert is just gorgeous blue. Gorgeous. All right, so this one coming up next, normally I would skip over it, but for the sake of Kurt, big wrist energy, a man with a man's wrist, unlike my Hello Kitty wrist, this one's gonna be too big for me, but Kurt could totally pull this off. I was proposing to him that he should really maybe get some Blancpain goodness. He's happy with what he has, but look, it's not egregious, okay? It's not silly, right? It's clearly maybe a little bit too big, but it isn't silly by any stretch of means. Let's put some numbers up on the board. I should probably put, you know what, maybe don't do that. I'm gonna put all three numbers up on the board at the same time with the watches well organized. And there you have it, side by side. Wow, this is, gosh. In the pre-owned market, none of the titanium models have turned up yet. It's very, very new. In steel, you can get these for, you know, very affordably. These ones a little less so. I don't know that this has come out previously to the release of all of these, so I don't think there's any of these in the open market. I have seen some of these in steel in the open market, but I don't know, I kind of don't know. I think I'd almost rather get, when you get into certain high-end watches, it gets very dangerous to play in the pre-owned market. Like most of the pre-owned stuff I'm into is less than 5K, and it's a safer pool to paddle around in. But we wouldn't want to find ourselves buying, you know, an F watch out there. Let's get up there, let's see that. Yeah. But Feldmar Watch Company in LA is hobby of ours approved. I used to live out here, pop into the store, check out things. The staff is amazingly friendly and certainly well versed. They have a bunch of brands. You probably saw all the different brands in the intro, seeing the footage. But every time I come out here, it's, I haven't been here in 2 years. Absolutely friendly, just amazing, amazing staff, and I couldn't be happier at their selection or their salon in here. I got I got the Blancpain room all to myself, and I'm so utterly grateful. So a big thanks to them for loaning me these watches for a minute. Bam! And the winner is the 42. Probably not much of a surprise. You know my wrist size is 6.5 inches. I can pull off the 38. I can nigh pull off the 45. It's just too large for my sensibility. The 42 is pretty great. Obviously, we would love to see a 40 from the team at Blancpain. Look at that bracelet. Look at that aeration. No hair's getting caught up in theirs. But yeah, so the question now is, okay, so I basically ruled out steel because they started making it in titanium, and I love titanium. I've kind of narrowed down to the size 42. That's what they offer in titanium in the modern iteration. Now I don't know if I want the black or the blue one. I mean, certainly the black is more traditional, probably has a little more variety of play, but the blue is fairly gorge. Like no one does sapphire bezel inserts like this like them. Absolutely gorge. So, gosh. All right, so more homework to come on this. And I want to give a big shout out and a thank you to the team here at Feldmar Watch Company for allowing me to come in and have some playtime with their watches. Hope that we are on this wonderful, beautiful hobby of ours. You're doing well and that you're blessed. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace. If you'd like to support the channel, head over to hobbyofhours.com. We've got artwork, coffee mugs, hats, t-shirts, and even a watch book. 1001 Watch Designs, Volume 1. Over 1,000 designs in here. Steampunk, super futuristic, kaleidoscope, even super real ones. Watches that you could probably put on your wrist today. It's a great way to support the channel. Thanks for coming along on the ride.